What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video, and this is rank the Poppy Playtime Chapter 1 full map. This is part 8 of 10, and it will be the Huggy Vent chase scene. And yeah, this one isn't too bad, although it is a lot, so yeah, enjoy it, I guess. You can see all of this has to be made, so yeah. I guess, thanks, Captain Obvious. Whoa, did you know that all of these blocks need to be placed in order for your Poppy Playtime Chapter 1 map to look like the Poppy Playtime Chapter 1 map I'm showing you? Other than the pink concrete outside the walls. I'll explain that, I think, in the video. But anyway, with that being said, enjoy the tutorial, and I will catch you on the flip side whenever I hit the end of this, that is. So it's time for the Vent Huggy Chase. Now, we're going to do this in kind of short bursts of space. I have lost myself in the vent, hold on. We're going to do this in short bursts just to not have to do all of the walls of the vent at once. I just feel like it'll be easy to do, like, I don't know, 20-ish blocks. Not 20, but, like, more than 20, like 40 blocks at a time, roughly. Just to kind of, again, segment it a little bit more rather than doing it all at once, because that will get a little bit weird. Materials you need to start off, though, with this are polished blackstone, polished basalt, polished deep slate stairs, polished deep slate blocks, cobbled deep slate stairs, where are they? There they are. Stone stairs, black concrete, and honestly, I might leave it off at that for now, because there's not really anything else crazy that we'll need. Well, polished blackstone slabs, that's one of them. And yeah, that's pretty much all that will get us through a first segment. There's something else. I don't remember. It's either sea lanterns or ochre frog lights. I feel like it's sea lanterns, but I could be wrong. Anyway, if you come to this polished andesite here where the vent segment starts, you want to just go straight that way from it and place 3 polished blackstone. You notice the thing is to the left? Yeah, we go right first. Although not quite yet. You want to place behind this 4 cobbled deep slate stairs just going straight back. From that end one, you will go kind of down diagonally back with 4 cobbled deep slate stairs. And then from that one, you'll go back just with 2 more cobbled deep slate stairs. Going straight. This is the little, like ring parts, or the, like, slidey parts, and on the flat areas, I just did this. Anyway, after that, you want to place 3 polished blackstone. Okay, well, I sort of lied, but not really. Go left 1, back 1, left 1, back 1, left by 14. Oopsies, that's not left. And then go kind of back, I guess, forward by 5. And then you will, well, not, yeah, let's stop there for just a second. So, next up, it goes up. So yeah, let's start with this area. And so if you head back to the beginning of the chase scene, hold on, I'm just gonna run over there real quick. You want to start with, behind the polished andesite, your polished deep slate stairs, the same way as before, with the normal one on the bottom, upside down one on the top, and then you'll have the polished deep slate ceiling. This applies with the same rules as before, to where you want to have the extra block in areas like this. Obviously, the coating the outside of the stairs is another thing, but that's not really important for this. And then you will, again, see how I go 1 further, and then start to go down from there, and that should give me enough space to, I mean, bang my head a little bit, but not quite. When you hit the end, also, you'll extend up by 1 with the polished deep slate, and then, again, you'll have the weird corner thing happen. But you'll see right here, you'll go up by 1. What is my dog barking at this time? And here where you have the stairs, you'll just place a polished deep slate block underneath like this. So again, you want the blocks underneath here, and then when you start going down, you will turn it into blocks, which I will start here, I believe. Where did my controller go? There it is. Yeah, I do start it here with the polished deep slate blocks, even though you technically could get away with going one further. And then I have polished deep slate there, and I'll start it back to the stairs on this last cobbled deep slate stair. And then, again, it's one of the sides. Is it the inside or the outside? It is the inside where you'll end up having two of a back block, which I'll just do two polished basalt kind of there, and then go back to the stairs there. Just so it lines up on both sides. I could time-lapse this, I guess, but because of the two rooms that this is wedged in between, I might as well just make it its own part. It's kind of the philosophy I have right now. So, yeah. Plus, if we're doing it in bursts, it shouldn't be as bad to just kind of power through it. So you'll see right here, it should line up if you do it right. Worst case, again, just change one of them. It is probably advised that on the inside corner, you have an extra polish, or you start with the polished basalt here. It lines things up better that way, typically, because of the... yeah. Because of the thing. And... or because of the vent segments. And so if you just keep bringing this along, you'll end up having a set of stone stairs at essentially the very end of this row that I'm on right now. So you'll have the corner of polished basalt, and then here you'll have stone stairs. And I have just a deep set above it, like this. And then this side is all good. But there's a couple on the next little portion. I'll just point them out. Worst case, if you feel further than them, you can just come back and go from there. Also, fun story about this. Actually, hold that thought. From this stone stair, this first set, you'll have another one directly left. And then you'll keep going, and you'll have a set of polished deep slate blocks here, and then it will be the last polished black stone, and then blocks on the other side. And then stone stairs kind of at the end there, blocking it off. Which I have a polished basalt, actually, on top of those stairs. But, yeah. And then the other side is just normal. Just like this. So you can kind of see where the stone stairs are placed. Whoopsies. Can I do that from in here? Good enough. Yeah, going up. I'll finish the story if I remember what I was actually saying. You go kind of up into this opening, which is towards the pit, actually, from this angle now, with a slab block behind it. Up diagonally, back with slab. Back with block. Up diagonally, back with slab, back with a block. And then you can also bring that block back an additional 6, which is this way now. A block over the end here, you'll have black concrete just kind of marking off that portion. And you want to... you'll have a row of 7 polished blackstone here in total. You'll see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If you were to walk towards this black concrete, you want to find the middle one, and going right of it, you will place 7 cobbled deep slate stairs that face right. Just like that. You'll then, doing whatever you really want with the directions, you'll go forward 1 like this, right 1, forward 1, forward then with 7 polished blackstone, right 1, forward 1, right 1, forward 1, and then right by 4. Go a little further, why not? Back by 4. And then we can actually call it there for this little burst. Again, I just think it is nicer to do it this way. So, before we even start filling up the walls, there's one thing I want you to mark instantly, and it's kind of at the end here on this last corner. If you're still oriented based on this direction, from this kind of front right corner, you want to place a cobbled deep slate stair to the up and to the right of it that faces left. You'll then go up and to the right with, let's say, like 4 or 5 more stairs. Like this. That's 1, 2, 3, and then 4. And then if you get out sea lantern, you'll have a sea lantern up diagonally right from that with a black concrete on top. This will make more sense later. You may actually want that. Never mind, that's good. And then you're going to bring the vent segment around. And again, it's the same thing with the inclines as before. So you see how I had this polished deep set up a block? It'll then go, I guess, back, up diagonally back, back, up diagonally back, and then just kind of follows the rest of this area since it is all flat. Except for on that polished, or this, sorry, cobbled deep set row. That ends up having the walls kind of follow it, and it does, basically from where you have it above the polished blackstone, it'll just go up diagonally and to the right, and it should end up going kind of perfectly diagonally with the black concrete. So you can see what that should look like. And then you'll just kind of put the walls around that as normal once you get there. That section is... I don't think it's the one that Huggy comes out of. There's one later on where a door slams on your face and Huggy comes out of it. I don't think that's the one. But it looks roughly the same. No, yeah, because that one I think I made a little differently. But I don't remember fully. There are no stone stairs in this section, by the way. Which is fun and nice and awesome. Oh boy, you do have to worry about the polished basalt here again. Good times. You know, I'm going to place all of the deep slate first. But do remember this corner thing to where, I believe it's the inner corner you'll end up wanting to double. Yes. Nice. That's really awesome. Anyway, continuing on after my storage decided to not storage properly. It's not even the storage fault, actually. I just don't clear my videos enough. Although that always gives me a good excuse to clear like a month's worth of videos at least. Till I gotta do it all over again, but... oh well. I had figured that was gonna happen at some point during this, though, because... this is like a lot of recording and... a lot of hours. But I actually had that thought at one point. I was like, it's gonna give me the old storage issues, so I'll have to probably clear at some point. Although, I guess, not really a huge deal. It's like, really? Oh, look, another corner. I just love corners. They're my favorite. I actually don't like corners at all. Let's do double deep slate. Why not? It doesn't really matter as long as it ends up lining up, you know? Just make sure that it is on the inner corner, of course. And as long as it is, you're good. Oh yeah, the funny story, I remember it now. So when I was building this originally, I kind of just marked out the vent and didn't really think about it. Like, I started with the vent path before doing all of the walls and extra stuff. And I ended up not having an issue with the spacing of, like, the polished basalt and stuff. It almost all worked out perfectly for me, which is very rare of an occurrence. I'm not gonna lie, that doesn't really happen that often. Anyway, you should end on stairs here, in case you care about it being the same. It's not a huge deal. I mean, I guess you could have the vent completely different, as long as it, like, you have enough space for that pit room. Because you can see it's pretty big. Anyway, at the end of this vent segment, again, we're going to orient everything to where we're this way. What? So, from this end polished blackstone, you want to go back with a slab, down with a block, back with a slab, down with a block, back with a slab, hold on, down with a block, back with a block, and then you'll essentially leave a 2-block gap moving back and then place a polished deep slate like this. So, from the polished blackstone here, we have the 2 blocks. From this front more block, you'll go down diagonally forward with a black concrete and bring it down by 1. You can then actually bring it down again and place going backwards from it 4, 5, 6, 7 cobbled deep slate stairs. Should go further than that polished deep slate like this. I think it's probably smart to kind of get this little segment out of the way for the walls because things get a little bit complicated. So, for the polished deep slate ceiling here, it pretty much goes the same. If you have it where I have it, where it ended on where the polished blackstone ended, you'll bring it out by 2, or I guess back by 2. And then you will kind of just go down diagonally back by 3. 1, 2, 3. And from that, you'll go back 2, down diagonally back with a black concrete, and then down by 1. And that should connect diagonally to that polished deep slate, like so. Hopefully this is making at least a little bit of sense. Then you're just doing the walls kind of the same for the side here, except once you hit the point to where the opening is, I actually also have stairs here. Once you're at the point where the opening is, the polished basalt will go fully down this length, and the stairs will be at the top, and then it'll have a block between them, and then they'll be at the bottom as well. It's just full rows, basically, which you can actually just do it even when you don't need a full row. Just for the why not, but I guess from the cobbled deep slate stairs, you will have a block to the side of it, because yes, and then the stair and upside down stair above, block, stair, upside down stair, to go a little bit more of a block for block, rather than just kind of explaining it. But, yeah. It's a little bit weird. This, I think, is probably the weirdest it's gonna get. There's one other section, actually, where you have to kind of jump into a side, but that doesn't even, I don't think... That's not as weird, basically. Oop, forgot that I had stairs here. And then I'll just bring this along for the extra, literally 2 blocks, because you might as well, right? It's not gonna do anything bad if you do. Oh, God. I just love using the wrong block. It's my favorite. Anyway, there you go. Now, still heading out from these stairs, why did I think it went right? Apparently it didn't. You want to go back from this with... Why am I so bad at counting? 11 polished blackstone. Then from that, you'll place a cobbled deep slate stair behind it. And this is where we need to get rid of something in our inventory. Is this the end of... No, this isn't the end of the vent segment. I'm so goofy. So get rid of, I guess, sea lanterns, because I don't think we need them again, but we might. From this stair, you'll go down with 2 blocks of cobbled deep slate. Back with a stair. Down with 2 blocks. Back with a stair. And you essentially want to keep doing this until you end on a 7th, 8th stair. And you'll stop there. So you see I have 3 here. I have the top one, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th. Yeah, I love how I think this was the end when we're that far. Just like this. You'll then go down from that one with a block and back with 4 cobbled deep slate stairs. Then from that, you'll place a block behind, and then you'll place a stair facing back towards the other cobbled deep slate stairs. From that stair, I'd go up diagonally back with a black concrete, just for the funnies. Now, from, not the backmost stair of this kind of bottom area, but one forward, which would be this one here, you want to bring it right with a stair. Right with 2 stairs, actually, so just one more added to that. Then go back 1, right 1, back 1, right 1. Oh, God, if I could place the blocks. And then right with 6 polished blackstone. This is where it kind of goes to the right and then loops back. Okay, that makes more sense. Perhaps not sense in general, but more sense. Is that enough of a segment? Let's go a little further, why not? From that, you'll go up diagonally right with a polished blackstone slab. Right with a block. Up diagonally right with a slab. Right with a block. Up diagonally right with a slab. And then right with 3 blocks. From that end one, go back 1, right 1, back 1, right 1, and then back by, oh, that's a long number. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29 going, well, that way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm not counting at all. Like that. We'll just kind of mark out the areas here that are important. So at the end here, you'll go up diagonally back with a couple deep set stair, and then bring that up diagonally back with one more stair. This you'll just cover up like you did with the ones on the other vent segment, the ones that kind of stuck out the side. There is actually one other little portion, but I'm gonna just tell you to ignore it for now. And for this one, we can go about our merry way of doing the walls and stuff. Segment's a little longer than the other ones, but that's fine. I'm going to start with the roof again, and again, as per usual, see I go one further, and then you go down by 2 there. Should be right, at least. This one's a little bit more of a headbanger, just because of the steeper incline, but probably going to go too far down here. Oh, perfect. And then I'm just going to follow the path. And again, don't forget the thing with the corners and everything. Oh, and don't forget that. It's important. Again, just always a block before. It's kind of the lay of the land here. And we'll just punch out where the next little pathway is, because it's not where those cobble deep set stairs are, I can assure you that. You're just supposed to go over them with the polished deep set. And continue whatever you may need to continue with them. But yeah. Who has a vent section? Or like, why are there vents like this in a building anyway? That's something that I had the thought of when I was making this originally. I mean, human-sized vents isn't exactly the weirdest thing, but just the way that these ones work, because they're conveyor belts, I guess, more than they are vents. But wouldn't that also... I mean, I'm just going to place blocks also here, because you'll end up having blocks... Yeah, you'll end up having polished deep set blocks on either side of this opening here instead of the basalt like we normally have. But wouldn't that, like, also mean that... What was I even saying? God dang it. I'll get there, eventually. Just why are they accessible like vents, and why are they built like this? I feel like... Because obviously if this one is to connect there, you just go straight, and then maybe, you know, make a couple turns, but I don't get the... I guess the different paths isn't even weird, just the way of the... that the paths appear to go are not exactly logical in any way. Maybe I shouldn't be questioning video game logic, because, well, it's video game logic, but... I'm gonna do it anyway. Although I guess if you really like sit down and think about most video games, there's something weird with, like I mentioned earlier with the cartoon comparison. Like, what is happening there? Okay, what is happening here actually is the real question. Is there no double up here? Apparently there isn't. Unless I'm seeing it wrong. Because that's polished basalt there. You know what? We're gonna do it this way instead. Okay, maybe. Oh no, it is. No, it isn't. Never mind. The way that the angle is makes it weird, but it's not. Just, I guess, do the outside always first, and then the inside afterwards. That will kind of make sure that you know what's happening. Oh, look, it actually works nicely here. Almost there. Not really. I'd say we're more than halfway through the vent. That's something. This will be another one of those, like, short parts. But, again, with this being smushed between the pit room and the make-a-friend room, I'm not gonna, like, make them as one. I might as well just get an extra video out of it, you know? Free content. Okay, which side is the correct one? I always forget. That's why I need to check. The inside is the correct side. Okay, yeah. Usually it should be polished basalt on both sides. If you... What? Huh? Is this one not double? Or what happened here? Oh, I'm off somewhere else. Haha. Wait, but where? Look, that lines up, 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 that lines up. That doesn't. Okay, that makes more sense. Haha. I got there, just had to figure it out. This one doesn't even end on polished basalt. That's kind of awkward. Well, the inside is the one you should use anyway. Assuming you don't do what I just did. This chase scene and the Indigo Park ones are both kind of terrifying. Because, like, there's so many paths you can take. Even if you know the paths, it's like, I don't know, it's stressful. Because it's like if you hesitate a little bit too much, it's over. But, anyway. Almost there. I guess confined spaces are always a little scarier, especially when you're being chased by something that shouldn't fit in that confined space, now that I'm really thinking about it. Huggy is a little large for these tiny vents, but it's not my problem. Huggy in general is kind of terrifying when he's chasing you. Because his limbs don't, like, limb properly. They kind of just bend wherever they want. Which I guess makes sense for a stuffed animal, but I don't know. Anyway, there you go. Another section done. What do we want to get rid of now? Well, first off, let me check something. I'm gonna say cobbled deep slate blocks. Yeah. And you will need a singular polished tough slab. I know, crazy, right? So if you are at the end here where you have the cobbled deep slate stairs, you should have polished basalt directly to the sides of them, just so we're kind of on the same page. If you find this first set of polished deep slate stairs on the left and then count one more out, you'll break this set and place an opposite on polished tough slab at the top. Place a cobbled deep slate stair at the bottom here, kind of facing away, and then it will go down diagonally out with another cobbled deep slate stair. And then down diagonally from that, it'll be a polished blackstone. For this one, I'm just going to tell you to place it now. You're going to have another row of polished basalt on either side of these stairs. So you have the, whoopsies, the double layer. That's cool that that's not like, that's wrong. And then you'll have the polished deep center of sticking one further out than the polished tough, and then we'll go down from there, whatever. So if you come down this vent segment and you stand on this polished blackstone, if you look to the left, you want to bring it left by 2. Well, no, we'll go left by 3 and then place the stone stairs directly on the end there that face right. Going, well, right of this, you want to place 4 polished blackstone. Go back 1, right 1, back 1, right 1, and then back by 9. So you can kind of see we're starting to even out with that right there. You then, behind that, want to place a cobbled deep slate stair that faces right. You'll have another cobbled deep slate stair to the left of that is kind of up diagonally from it. And you will also bring that bottom stair right by 5. Then go back 1, or yeah, I guess back 1. Right 1. Back 1. Right 1. And then back 1. I'm going to fix these because these are weird. There we go. From that there, you will then go back with 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 polished blackstone. Like so. You can see we're starting to get lined up because this is the point that I was mentioning earlier with the Huggy thing. That, by the way, just it's horrifying. Like, why would they do this? So, yeah, let's do the walls of this vent segment because there's a little bit happening here. So, again, it is the same thing. If you have like where you have these stone stairs, you will probably want polished basalt on the corners. You'll want a block up diagonally there instead at the very beginning of the area with just a polished deep set on top of these stairs to cover that up. And yeah, it's pretty easy from there. And then again, what, huh? Why are you not working? Again, I believe it should be, yeah, it should be the inside that lines up. And this one does end with polished basalt, yay. Something lined up. Still doesn't matter what you double. I'm doubling the polished basalt here just because I said so. And then this corner I feel like should be polished basalt. Yes, it is. Good. Generally, corners like this are polished basalt, but there's a couple that aren't. Just because I didn't plan for it to be lining up, frankly. It just kind of happened. This cobble deep slate stair also, I feel like this is one worth mentioning. Just, it's a black concrete kind of up diagonally out from it, like that. Nothing crazy going on. Let's bring the ceiling around a little bit. I guess I will say it on this part, since I know this is separate. Hopefully everyone is having a good day or night. I guess I am for the most part. Just trying to get this darn thing ready. So just for anybody who is curious or wants to listen to me rant, I recorded basically all of this in a week. For up to this point, all of it has been done in about 4 days. Because this was one of the weeks where the schedule was like, it was Monday tutorial, and then it was Wednesday, Thursday, Friday were also all videos. So I decided to do Poppy Playtime for those days and just kind of record. Which also, members, for those of you who are watching this and are like, we didn't get any videos in a week, yeah, this was why. I was trying to get all of this done without really uploading any of it for anybody, because I was trying to just figure out how I wanted it to be split up as well. But yeah, in 4 days I've done all of this, and then I'm saving those two for later because I want something else, or I want to record something else today. Also, don't block off the end or anything here. Just kind of, I'll go to the end. Let me actually check where this is again. I love going the wrong way. That's just great. Yeah, I guess just go all the way around it if you want. It ends up curving to the right from the end of it, so if you don't want to add like the final wall block there, you can. But I'm not going to worry about it. I'll just get there when I get there. Also, there's another set of stone stairs somewhere, which I'll point out in a second here. I'll just leave it like that. It's good enough. So if you head back to this cobble deep slate stair here, you want just kind of basically, if you head back this way, if you look to the right, this set of polished deep slate stairs will be stone stairs. And was that the only one? Yes. Now, head back towards the direction that we're going and find this first polished blackstone here. From it, you want to count an additional 3 polished blackstone out, and then you'll break the stairs that are to your right. You will place a polished blackstone slab in line with the bottom polished basalt, and you'll essentially go up and to the right with these, and you should have 4, so it'll be right with a block, up diagonally, right with a slab, and then right with a block. Block off the end with black concrete, and you're not really going to bring it up or anything. You're bringing this from this polished deep slate. You'll go up diagonally, right, right, up diagonally, right, right. And then you're just bringing the walls and stuff all along as per normal. There's one thing that gets a little bit funny in here, though. Don't lock yourself out, by the way. If you, I guess, temporarily get rid of your polished blackstone slabs and get out redstone torch, you'll place a redstone torch on this kind of top left polished deep slate up against the black. This is the area that Huggy comes out of. Essentially, there's a door here that closes and a door here that closes, so you're trapped. And you have to just watch Huggy bolt towards you. It's pretty terrifying. Anyway, beyond this, you'll find not the first polished basalt further, but the second one, and just place an opposite on polished tough slab here. This is where one of said doors are. head all the way to the end of this row, and as mentioned, if you have polished basalt here, get rid of it. And you want to bring this end polished blackstone. Right one, back one, right one, back one, right one, and then you will go right with 4 cobbled deep slate stairs. And then 11 polished blackstone. And you can see we're getting pretty close there. You'll place a cobbled deep slate stair on the end, and you will go down diagonally and to the right with, I'm bad at math, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 more cobbled deep slate stairs. It is advised that, at least for the end ones, you have upside down stairs under, but I'll just start with blocks. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I will be inside the grid, which is just fine. Specifically under, or I guess behind the last 3 stairs, you want upside down stairs. So 1, 2, 3. Which then would mean if I take this block and look down, you'll see I'm in line with a lime glass, which is perfect. That also means that I didn't screw up anywhere, which is always another portion of this that I get horrified of, because with something like this, I would have to count every single row again and find my mistake that way, and I was really not about to do that. Anyway, walls and ceiling. Yeah, nothing really crazy happening here. Just finished the vent. So again, one further. And when you do the polished deep slate on this, you want to, as mentioned, you're gonna... So the ceiling's only gonna go down diagonally by 2, and the walls will actually only follow 1 diagonal. So it should be right here. No, not right there, sorry. Right here where you have polished deep slate in line with this 3rd cobbled deep slate stair. Beyond that is where the walls kind of take over. Actually, funnily enough, if you're riding down the vent, you have this one on the right, and then you'll actually go one further on the left. And this is because of the grid, or the portion of the circle this ended up being on. It just ended up working with a little bit of asymmetry. So anyway, once you bring this along, it should all line up properly. Alright. I should totally do the pit room today, not really. This is the day where I start the Spirit Flagship, which is fun. The tutorial. I didn't actually, admittedly, I didn't finish the build, which I think I'll probably say in the video. But I didn't finish the build before starting the tutorial because I just want to get it out as quickly as possible. And if everything is done right, you should have it line up. I guess worst case, if your vent is like 13 blocks off, no one will notice. I mean, you might notice, but it's not like you have the grid like I do, so as long as you're not crashing into your own build, then should be fine. It's kind of the philosophy with this sometimes, just as long as you're not breaking anything else, it's okay. It's time for another double. I'll just do polished deep set, I guess. Anyway, there's your vent done. That was a fairly easy and a little bit of a break from, well, that stuff. So, the final 2 parts will be these final 2 areas. The pit room will be probably the worst thing to do in this entire build, and it will probably be the only one with time lapses as well. The poppy area should be fairly easy. That'll probably be about the length of this one, just to kind of keep you guys up to speed. So, yeah, this is going to be the end of this part of the tutorial. As you can tell, you're going to get the same outro each time, except for part 10 gets a different one. But, yeah, anyways, thank you guys for watching. If you guys did enjoy this video, the next part will hopefully be soon. I just don't want to throw them all at you, like, in the span of a week or 2. So, they'll be a little bit spread out, but not too much. Anyway, with that being said, have a fantastic rest of your day or night. And I will see you on the next one. Peace.